sure to check out Agelessgeeks for your figures and collectibles. This video and YouTube channel is rated PG-13, so that means this channel is not for anyone under the age of 13.
So what is going on, my fellow collectors? How is everybody doing today? Daredevil19 here, and today we're going to be taking a look at the McFarlane Toys Dark Ages, the Samurai Wars Samurai Spawn. So let's get into it right away and take a quick look at the packaging. So as you can see here, we do get the blister card style packaging for this Samurai Spawn. So the plastic here, we do have the window displayed with the one accessory there, and then up here on the top does say McFarlane Toys Dark Ages Spawn, the Samurai Wars, and then it does say Spawn.com at the bottom, Series 19 Samurai Spawn there. Such a cool looking figure, man. And then the back here does show the other figures in Series 19 here, and I do want to get that three-headed dragon. I do want to get Dojo, and I do want to get these two as well. I'll probably end up getting her. I just want to get them all. The Samurai ones are just really damn cool looking, and there is a little bio, so if you would like to read that, you can pause it right now and give it a read. But anyway, that is the packaging. Let's get this figure, but take a closer look at this incredibly awesome looking version of Spawn as a samurai. And no, this is not the Al Simmons version of Spawn. It's a different version, because I don't think Al Simmons ever was a samurai. That was a lot to say. Alrighty, taking a closer detailed look, and my god, this is a beautiful looking figure. Holy crap, McFarlane did a fantastic job with the detail on this figure, man. This is definitely some of his best work that I have personally ever seen, especially from his older figures. Not sure when this released, but it was from series, I forgot. It's not from the 90s, I know that, but this thing, the head sculpt looks great, man. I love the way that looks. We get the green Spawn eyes under there, the samurai looking mask that has a very demon-y type look to it, which looks so dope, man. I love the horns up there. The shading or the wash all throughout the gold looks great. That looks incredible, and that's just the head sculpt so far. Really nice job on that, and they did give him a realistic type beard. They did use the real toy type hair, and it's pretty cool. It's braided really well, and then they tied it with like a rope at the bottom. Really cool looking, man. And then we do get his shoulder armor, and then we do get like that realistic hair or fuzz type stuff on it, which looks pretty dope once again. And the shoulder pads themselves look fantastic. They do have a very similar look to his helmet there. You can see all the rope intertwined with the armor, which looks great. I love the design right there. And you can see the black wash all throughout it as well, even on these brown pieces. I think that's supposed to be leather, maybe? The other side looks just as dope. And then the torso here looks great, man. It does have a Spawny type look with the red there, and you can even see all the stitching. That looks so damn cool. Holy crap, that looks dope. You can see the chainmail underneath. Oh man, that is beautiful sculpt and paintwork. A little bit of red paint bleeding over up here, but everything else looks pretty good on it. Then the back here, just as dope as the front of the armor. Really, really nice looking stuff going on there. And the arms here, didn't even notice that on the shoulder armor, this piece under there. Nice sculpt and paint detail all throughout the arms. Well, the right arm here, I like these bone horn type things on there, and then we get some spikes on the tricep, and then the other side looks just as cool. I like the skull type looking armor on his elbow, and I love this gauntlet with the crazy spike on it. That looks sick, man. And then we do get his sash type looking piece, and I love this Spawn type samurai buckle looking piece. That thing looks sick as hell, man. And then we do get a sash here that has a beautiful pattern sculpted all throughout it. We do get the wash all throughout it as well. This piece looks great. Over here looks great. Even on the back too, man. I'm telling you, these samurai type looking figures are so damn cool looking, man. And then the legs, great sculpt detail up on the thighs right there. And then we get more of that like realistic toy type fur, and I love this piece of armor, I guess. You can see the face on there, very Japanese looking, very cool. That looks so dope, man. The left leg alone just looks sick, man. Look at his boot. Look at the face on where his foot's supposed to be. That is so sick. Really nice work on that. And then the left leg has like a bone sticking out there. I mean, it's not his bone, but it's a bone from something, which he probably uses to stab opponents with. You can see where it's tied on and everything. And the boot looks pretty cool too. Just all around, the detail on this thing is definitely worth the purchase alone. This thing has some phenomenal sculpt and paint detail. McFarlane just knew what he was doing with toys back then, even though this was more like mid or early 2000s McFarlane Toys here. The detail is just so well done on this figure. But anyway, let's continue on. Moving on to the accessories, Samurai Spawn is just included with a sword here, and that is about it. But the sword looks great, man. It's a cool gold-bladed sword here, and the sculpt of it looks pretty nice. We get a line sculpted in the middle of the blade going all the way down. The more it gets to the cross guard, we do get a little bit of more design. The cross guard looks pretty cool, and then the handle turned out pretty nice also. Very clean paintwork all throughout it, and he does grip onto it fine with his right gripping hand. So that is all the accessories included with Samurai Spawn. Let's keep moving on with the rest of the review, shall we? Now for the height of Samurai Spawn, to the very top of his helmet, it looks like he's around 7.5 inches tall. And then here he is compared to the McFarlane Toys MK11 Spawn, the Spawn movie Clown, and the Spawn movie Violator. And I think this Samurai Spawn scales really well with this MK11 Spawn and Clown and Violator as well. And then here he is compared to the NECA original movie TMNT Shredder, the Dasen model Kenshin Hamura, the Storm Collectibles MK3 Scorpion, and the McFarlane Toys Raiden. And then here he is compared to the NECA original movie TMNT Leonardo, the Ultimate Edition Jungle Hunter Predator, the Marvel Legends Retro Series Deadpool, and the Mafex comic version Deadpool. And then here he is compared to the ESH Figure Arts Awakened Warrior Super Saiyan Goku and the Mezco 112 Deadpool. Anyway, there's some quick comparisons. Let's keep moving on with the rest of the review. So now for the articulation, and for this being a bit of an older McFarlane figure, it actually does have some pretty good movement, but your posing and display options are still limited. So for the head here, you can get Samurai Spawn to look up that much, and then he does look down that much. The further you have him look down, it makes his beard poke out, so it looks a little weird. Is there tilting? No tilting, but there is swivel there. Now for the torso here, looks like we have two joints. And it's weird, the lower and upper torso are two separate pieces, as you can see right there. That irritates me when it's off center. So with both joints, he only goes forward that much, so really not too much forward and back movement, as you can see right there. And then you do get a little bit of pivot. You only get the pivot mainly at the upper torso joint. And then they both do swivel as well. The arms here, as you can see, they do go out to the side pretty good, actually. And they do they move up and down? I thought they did. They better move up and down. That'd be weird if they didn't. I'm afraid to break it. I don't think they do move up and down. No, they really don't. I mean, you have like a butterfly type joint. So that's how you bring the arms up. That's a really weird joint. Really weird joints on these figures. So you can't bring them up. You have to use the butterfly joint and move the arm out to the side. Very odd articulation there. And then you do get a bicep swivel. You have single jointed elbows that barely hit 90 degrees, and then all you get on the wrist is a swivel, and the swivel is kind of on an angle too, so it's a little weird. Just weird articulation this guy would choose. The legs here does kick forward 90 degrees, so that's pretty good. Goes to the back, not too much. It gets hindered by the sash piece. Now let's see if he can Jean-Claude Van Damme it, and holy crap, he can Van Damme it. So really nice leg movement. Then we do get an upper thigh swivel. We do have single jointed knees that do bend back almost 90 degrees, and then you get no ankle movement at all. So very, very odd articulation. Like I said, it has better articulation than most McFarlane Spawn figures from back then, but still, your posing options are still a bit limited, but you could still pose them around somewhat. But anyway, that is my review of the McFarlane Toys Samurai Spawn. Hope you enjoyed it. If I had to rate this figure with detail, I would easily give it a perfect 10. Articulation, I'd probably give it a 5.5. Accessories, I'd give it a 4. And then the overall quality, I'd probably give an even 8. If you would like to know the price and where to buy this figure, I did get mine off eBay, so your best bet for these older Spawn figures is most likely eBay or Amazon. Agelessgeeks does not carry these in stock, but you can get your newer figures and collectibles from Agelessgeeks.com. And when you check out after buying something on there, don't forget to use code name Daredevil and you will get yourself a bit of a discount. If you can't find something on the website, I do highly recommend going through their Instagram or Facebook page. I will put more information in the description below. And if you would like to support the channel, don't forget to subscribe and click that notification bell. And if you liked it, feel free to give it a thumbs up. If you didn't like it, oh well, I guess you didn't like it, but thanks for watching. I will see you later. Let's get this figure up, let's get this figure up and take a closer look. Let's get this figure up and take a closer look at this rye. Let's get this figure up and take a closer look at this incredible. Let's get this figure up and take a closer look at this incredible. Let's get this figure up and take a closer. Oh my God. Gonna be a lot of outtakes for this one, I guess. Spawn, the McFarlane Toys Spawn movie. Whoops. Mix them up. That one's Violator and that one's Clown. The Dasen model Kenshin Hamura, the Mayu Wayawa. McFarlane Toys here. Damn it! McFarlane